Hey there, Adam from Peak Business Valuation here. Today we're going to be discussing putting it all together. We've taken a look at methodologies within the asset approach, the income approach, and the market approach. And a question you should probably be asking yourself by now is, what do I do with all this information? I've got an asset approach, I've got an income approach, I've got a market approach. How do I put it all together? And that's what we're going to be discussing. So a business valuation is, as we've said a few times, is where art and science meet. So the act of putting together a business valuation is where we start to take over on that art side. We've gone through a lot of the science side, but now we need to kind of compose our painting of the business valuation and finish up what we're talking about. So that process involves analyzing where all of our valuations have came in, analyzing our subject company, and considering how comparable each method and each approach is to our subject company. So for example, considering the asset approach, as we discussed, the asset approach typically produces a floor value for the company. So in your putting it all together stage, if you find that your income approach and your market approach are falling in below the asset approach, well, that should tell you something about the value of the company and where you should potentially end up relying on the asset approach. Of course, that's just a generic blanket statement, but that's kind of the idea. You want to understand how the theory behind each approach and how it applies to your subject company. Most business valuations today take a look at the income approach and the market approach. Evaluators tend to apply a weighting based on how they feel each approach is relevant to our company. A standard valuation approach is to apply a 50-50 weighting between the income approach and the market approach. But that's just a generic starting point. And more consideration needs to be taken by the evaluator, both the application of the theory itself and the way the company is operating, so as to produce a conclusive value that is respective of the company's operations. For more business valuation insights, or to understand business valuation as a career opportunity, please visit our website at peakbizval.com or call 435-359-2684.